Hello guys, welcome to Ramta Solutions. Today we will be looking at how to find your lowest common multiple. Our opening instruction is that the following method is tiring. I'm going to show you the method now. When you want to find the lowest common factor of 15 and 20, rather the lowest common multiple of 15 and 20, it will be tiring for you to find multiples of 15, which are 15 times 1 is 15, times 2 is 30, times 3 is 45, times 4 is 60, times 5 is 75, times 6 is 90, times 7 is 105, times 8 it's 120, times 9 it's 135, and so on. And for 20, when we look for its multiples, 20 times 1 is 20, times 2 is 40, times 3 is 60, times 4 is 80, times 5 is 100, times 6 is 120, and so on. In some numbers, this will not work. However, with this one, I did see that the lowest common multiple, remember, these lines are multiples. The lowest common multiple here is 60. Right? I'm able to see that it is 60. So, I said, this method is tiring. So, we must find a better method. Now, let's get to it. So, we're going to say use prime factorization to find the lowest common multiple for number 1, 15 and 20. Number 2, I will use 18 and 48. Number 3, I will use 90, 105, and 150. Alright? So, without any waste of time, let's get to number 1. Number 1, we had 15 and 20. Prime factors of 15 are 15 can be divided by 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. So obviously 5 divided by 5. So I will end it here. Now, factors of 20 are the prime factors. It's an even number. I'll divide it by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 10 is also an even number. I will divide it by 2. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Right? So 5 divided by 5. So I will leave it here. Right? I will leave it here. So now, when we look at the product of prime factors, we will be saying 15 is 3 times 5, while 20 is 2 times 2 times 5. Right? To find your lowest common multiple, what you're going to do is this. You're going to include all the numbers that are appearing here and note how many times they are repeating. The smallest is 2, it's repeated twice, followed by 3, which is appearing once, and 5 is not repeating, it's appearing once for most of, oh sorry, not 3, I wanted to say 3. Alright, 3 is appearing once, and then 5 is also appearing once. Alright, it's also appearing once. So, when you look at this, our lowest common multiple would be 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, times 5. 12 times 5 is 60. This is the answer that we got in our opening segment, that our lowest common multiple for 15 and 20 is 60. Remember, when you want to find the lowest common multiple, account for all the numbers that are appearing, or all the prime factors that are appearing. Note how many times they appear in a number and take the highest number that they are appearing. Okay, 2 is mostly appearing twice, 3 is appearing once, 5 in both numbers is also appearing once. And this is how we get it. Now let's go to the second one. It's number 2 is 18 and 48. Prime factors of 18. 18 is an even number. I will divide it by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 is an odd number. Let me try to divide it by 3. It's possible. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 is also an odd number. I will divide it with 3. And I'm ending here. 48 is an even number. I will divide it by 2. 48 divided by 2 is 24. Right? It's 24. Right? 24 is an even number. I will divide it by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 I can also divide it by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 I can also divide it by 2, right? I can also divide it by 2, and I will get 3. 3 I will need to divide it by 3. As you can see, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16, times 3 will be 48. So the product of prime factors of 18 are 2 times 3 times 3. And then the product of prime factors of 48 are 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Right? To get your lowest common multiple, 2, I see we have 2 and 3 as the numbers in these prime factors, or as the prime factors. So I see 2 is appearing 4 times, right? 2 is appearing 4 times at most, and 3 at most it is appearing twice, so it will be times 3 times 3. Now when you take out your calculator, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, right? And then times 3. What do you get? Let's take out our calculators. 16 times 9. So we get 144. That's your lowest common multiple. Okay, that's your lowest common multiple. Lastly, we have 90, 105, and 150. What do we have here? For 90, the prime factors of 90 can be divided by 2. Cool. 90 divided by 2 is 45. 45, I can divide it by 3 because it's an odd number. 45 divided by 3 is 15. 15 I can also divide it by 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5, you are prime number, so 5 divided by 5, that's fine. 105. 105 is an odd number, so I won't consider 2. I will start with 3. I think it's possible. Yes, it's possible. 105 divided by 3 is 35. 35 is an odd number, cannot be divided by 3, so this means I have to jump to 5. So 35 divided by 5 is 7. 7, you're an odd number and you're a prime number, so I will take you to be 7 divided by 7, because I can't divide 2, 3 and 7 into, 2, 3 and 5 into 7, so it will be 7 divided by 7, and then we end here. Lastly, 150. you are an odd number, so I will divide you by 2. 150 divided by 2 will be 75. 75, I cannot divide it by 2, so maybe let me try it with 3. 75 divided by 3 will be 25. 25, I cannot divide by 3, so I will divide it by 5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Therefore, 5 divided by 5. Now, product of prime numbers will be, for 90, 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. For 150, 105, not 150. For 105, we have 3 times 5 times 7. For 150, we have 2 times 3 times 5 times 5. Now, our lowest common multiple, remember, we will take all the prime factors. I see we have 2, 3, 5, and 7. At most, 2 is appearing once. It's appearing once here and even here, so it's going to be 2. Then I'm moving to 3. At most, 3 is appearing twice here, and I see in other places it's once, so it'll be times 3 times 3. Then we go to 5. 5 is appearing once here, and twice here, so I will make it appear twice here. 7 is only appearing once in this guy. So, what is our answer? Our answer, take out your calculator, will be 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 7. Our lowest common multiple is 3,150. So this is how you find your lowest common multiple. Okay? Alright guys, with that being said, it's a wrap. See you next time. Bye bye.